Well, what about the Sunday, let's say this. Yes, I well, you know this, but you mean, when you like an ocean?
Well,
You mean,
you go tough guy.
you mean, see the top side. So this is the, this is the,
That's the second to last born, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you have a
And-
next uncle with older than him.
Right.
One of Gary
yeah,
Herbs.
father.
Oh.
Right.
Alright.
But let me explain it quick and fast. She have the firstborn and the one where Gary the pill. Them two, the firstborn and my uncle, the one who Gary the pill are the secondborn. And then you have my uncle now with Gary, but the Herbs, him are the second to last. Him and the last born supposed to inherit the house.
Okay.
Okay, so the eldest one, he don't want that land?
Honestly, I'm not sure from he's not really close. They're always at odds, so I'm not really sure. But based on his character, I'm sure he'll probably want them to sell the house and the land just to get some money.
Yeah, see, now that makes sense. Yeah, I get it, bro. We have been, as Yasharal, we have been fighting over inheritance over and over and over throughout the generations. Since the very first 12. All right? When the 10 took the one that was the favorite and put him into slavery, and that kicked us off into slavery. He that leadeth into captivity shall be led into captivity. They led Joseph into captivity. So then Joseph became king of Egypt. Egypt then put the rest of Yasharal into captivity. As the prophecy states, that's exactly what happened. It's as it should be. So when we went into captivity in Egypt, we deserved it. Because Benjamin was a little baby at the time. He wasn't a part of the plot, so to speak. But we still got to go under it because we're all one anyway. We're all one nation, regardless. So he ain't gonna split us up for that.
We can't separate.
Exactly. So now, when it has now we're talking about the fact that I got two elders that would want to sell it, and then the youngers want to just keep it because it's theirs. They don't want to sell it. They don't want to get rid of it. Yeah, you got a plot going on, Ak. There's a plot going on. I don't know if the eldest is working with the eldest woman.
The two elders are odds also.
Yeah, everybody beefing with each other, just like Yasharal. At least you know you're an Israelite. Because they're acting exactly like Israelites do. That's one thing you're safe. But remember, there are tares amongst the wheat. So just because you're an Israelite, some of them might not be Yasharal that's Yasharal. Because not all Yasharal is Yasharal. So therefore, some of them might be tares amongst the wheat. And how do you find that out? How do you know which one is the ones that are actually Yasharal that is Yasharal? It's the ones that are following the laws.
That's it right there.
So if they're not following the laws, it's just a bunch of heathens.
My uncle that gave her the herbs. It was the first person that he saw the Most High, and the Most High was a black man.
And does he keep the commands?
No key is nothing from his a big stone him forget.
Man, then that ain't shit. It don't mean nothing. Because them that say I know him and they don't keep the commands are a liar. So this is your advice. Stay the fuck out of it. Because it's just two wicked people arguing amongst each other over who can get what. That ain't your land. That's not your inheritance. It's not your decree. Don't worry about it. Stay the fuck out of it. Because in reality, if you were helping any of them, you're helping someone that's not keeping the command, and you will receive twice as much evil for all the good that you do for it. But let's see that happening in scripture. Remember, Mordecai saved the king from the plot. He did a good unto that man, and he's going to receive twice as much evil for that. Not only will he be unalived, but his entire nation will also be unalived. Twice as much evil. So let's continue. This is Apocryphal Esther, chapter 13. We're starting at verse 6 now, continuing. We have commanded that all who, but Mordecai implored of Yahweh, going down to 13. It says, for I would willingly and readily the salvation of Yashral have kissed even the steps of his feet. But I feared lest I should transfer the honor of my Al-Hayam to a man, and lest I should adore anyone except my Al-Hayam. And now, O Lord, O King, O God of Abraham, have mercy on your people, because our enemies have resolved to destroy us and extinguish your inheritance. Do not despise your portion, which you have redeemed for yourself out of Egypt. Hear my supplication and be merciful to your lot and inheritance, and turn our mourning into joy, that we may live and praise your name, O Yahweh, and do not shut the mouths of them that sing to you. And all Yasharah with like mind and supplication cried to Yahweh, because they saw certain unaliving hanging over their heads. The same man that was saved was convinced by this other evil man to take them out. The same man who was saved was convinced by another evil man to take out the man and his people who had actually saved them. So if y'all are in a prison camp and you find out they plotting to unalive this CO, keep your damn mouth shut. Because that CEO gonna turn. If he gets out, then some of the other people that were conspiring against will try to get the warden to take you out. Try to get the CO to take you out. Your only friends are the ones who follow commands.
That's it right there again.
Your only friends. Because that's the only friends of the Most High. Otherwise, they are your enemies as well. They are your enemies. And the Most High, if you're following the commands, will be an enemy to your enemies and an adversary to the adversaries, which means them and the demons that are inhabiting them, the Most High will protect you from them. Plots will go, and you'll be unscathed by the plot.
You know the scripture in Psalms that says, put not thine confidence in man. I don't remember where it is. They say don't put your confidence in man, fam. Put it in the Most High.
At all.
Because even the men and women, the brothers and sisters that are keeping the law, we can all switch if we're not chosen. Just like that. Like a light bulb. Or they switch to a light bulb. No, you can just switch it off, just like that.
Most High orders the steps. And that's what we're saying when it says, so a man thinketh, so he is. So these people are thinking, man, I'm good, I'll make it to the Most High. Well, all right, cool. But if you're wrong and you get complacent, all your righteousness might not be remembered, and you might still be taken out, just like Moses was, of the promised land. Now, Arad asked about the 144,000. Yes, they could be here, but they're not us. They would be your children if they are here. If your children are being raised in the truth and they never go into idolatry, that's the 144,000. So some could be on earth. Some could be just being born right now. They could be raised in the truth. They could endure to the end. Never follow, Buddha, Allah, Jesus, Rastafari, Ganesh, all these other false gods. They could be qualified for it, but not us. All right. So now we're seeing spirits that were trying to unalive this man now turn on Israel and Mordecai here. So now we got to go back to Daniel to find out the rest of the story of what happened to Daniel. All right, so now go to the Apocryphal Daniel, chapter 14, and we're going from verse 4.
All right, so We're gonna let the siren part. Alright, so that muted. Alright, cool. So verse 4. The king took part in this cult and used to go and worship the idol every day. Daniel, however, worshipped his own Allah. Why do you not worship Bel? The king asked Daniel. I do not worship idols made by the hands of men, Daniel replied. I worship the living Allah, who made heaven and earth, and who has power over all living creatures. You believe then, said the king, that Bel is not a living God? Can you not see how much she eats and drinks? Daniel
So
laughed.
pause right there. When you're talking to these people, the spirit in them is straight to their face.
Mm-hmm.
You ask why, or they ask why, you tell them why, then they're not going to understand, going to take it in. They're going to buck up against it. And you say, hey, don't eat the pills. Go, you need a husband. Hey, take charge of your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, keep the command. They're going to tell you something against what the command says. This is how you're going to recognize what spirit is in them. Instead of asking genuine questions, they're going to ask sarcastic questions, rhetorical questions, questions for authentically. They're not truly asking you. They're just trying to get the answers back what they want. They've already made the decision. But they won't receive it at first. Continue, Ak.
Khan. Hey, Jack, can I look up Marduk, the god of Babylon?
Yeah.
Is that an actual dragon? If you know about it?
Let me see. Hold on. I've read about him before. They call Marduk. I forgot what it was.
So it's spelled Marduk.
Yeah. It's Marduk. All right. So here, let me show you what Marduk is. It is a dragon, by the way.
It is. God.
Yeah. So that right there, Marduk. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Same dude. Got that? It's the actual dragon. Got wings, claws, right? A real actual dragon.
Khan.
There we are. That's the king that we're talking about. And then that's his dragon that's next to him.
Yes, sir.
All right. Another version of him. All right. So these are all depictions that they've created of this real thing. But this is the ancient version. That's the ancient version.
Khan.
You see that there was a real dragon that they were dealing with. All right?
Yes,
Continue.
sir. Yeah, Khan. So verse 6. You believe then, said the king, that Bel is not a living god? Can you not see how much he eats and drinks every day? Daniel laughed. My king, he said, do not be taken in. He is clay inside and bronze outside and has never eaten hungry. He summoned his priests. Tell me who eats all this food, he said, or die.
So pause. The people, when they hear the truth, are they going to be thankful to you? These enemies, are they going to be thankful to you? Like, oh, wow, thanks for telling me and letting me know that I was worshiping bullshit my whole life. Thanks for letting me know I shouldn't be eating poison. I was actually unaliving my body my whole life.
They should be.
Yeah, they should. But are we supposed to expect that?
No.
See, this is what happens, right? We expect our people to listen. They don't, we get upset. Dang, Mom, why aren't you listening? Nigga, we already know why. Because they don't love the Most High. Stop expecting people to be righteous. That's a foolish expectation. Be surprised when they're righteous. Like I am. I expect, based on the numbers, we have in the Testament of Abraham, a number given to us of how many people are saved versus how many people go to the fire. That number is scarcely 1 in 7,000. Scarcely. That means it's not even a guaranteed 1 in 7,000. So that means you can meet 7,000 people, and after those 7,000 people, you probably got to wait another 7,000 people after you meet one righteous person.
The book of Ezra says it's a wave compared to a drop.
You understand?
Khan.
So stop thinking everybody's your fucking friend. These people are your mortal and supernatural enemies. Gird your loins, Yasharal. Just because they came out of the same vaginas and testes as you doesn't mean they're your family. Doesn't mean they're your brothers. Doesn't mean they're your sisters. Doesn't mean they're your mothers. They will try and take you out. Be ready. Continue, please,
Khan. So verse, tell me who eats all this food, he said, or die. Prove to me that Bel really eats it, and I will have Daniel put to death for blaspheming him. Daniel said to the king, let it be as you say.
Mind you, pause. Daniel was his ace boom coon. That was his number one homie. That was his day one from day one. His dude that he put over everybody. Trust and believe. They will take you out the game. I hope y'all are understanding, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking to the
You know how people be saying your family be your biggest enemy sometimes.
Yep.
It's true, bro.
Bro, knows high, knows that I follow the commands, knows that I don't celebrate birthdays. Still usurps authority and tries to tell me happy birthday. But she knows she's trying to be sly with it. She don't tell me happy birthday. She writes to me saying, oh, happy birth-giving day to me.
You think I don't know the truth about this contract marriage? Your background check. So
you gonna write me, text me. You know I don't celebrate birthdays, so you know you can't do that. So she gonna try and do a little sly way, little sideways way. Well, happy birth-giving day to me. I gave birth to my firstborn this day. So she's still gonna celebrate it in her own way. But then have to text me like, you can do that shit on your own. Don't text me. Fuck you doing texting me? Telling me about, I already told you I don't do that. Disrespect. You understand? I have to tell her, hey, Ma, I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me that. Especially because I can't cut her off like I want to. I want to cut everybody off, but I can't cut her off like I want to because she's my mom. Oh, my mom and my dad are the only people that I can't cut off. Happy birth giving day to me. I was like, Ma, don't do that, man. Don't disrespect me. Like, we're going good. Why do you have to voluntarily? Like, you ain't text me the day before. You ain't text me a week before. You ain't text me 2 weeks before. You ain't text me 3 weeks before. We ain't talked in a month. You gonna wait till now to text me some shit that I don't want to hear. Bruh. Just respect the command and get offended when I say no. Stop doing that. I'm not a heathen, you heathen. Stop. These are the things you got to be prepared to do. Rebuke everybody. That's it. Don't be respecters of persons. Continue, Ak.
There were 70 priests, or Salah, there were 70 of these priests, to say nothing of their wives and children. The king went to the temple of Bel, taking Daniel with him. The priests of Bel said to him, "We are now withdrawing, as you can see, but we will leave you, O king, to set out food and prepare the wine and leave it there. Then you can shut the door and seal it with your own seal. If, when you return in the morning, you do not find that everything has been eaten by Bel, then let us be put to death. If not, then Daniel, that slanderer." They were thinking, hence their confidence, of a secret entrance which they had made under the table.
So pause right there.
Khan.
These people will be plotting against you. You may notice the plot. You go to the correctional officer. You go to the government. You go to the ruler of the house. You go to the elder. And you tell them about this. These people already have plans for what you just did. So you see the plot. They already have plans, and they will swear on their life and against yours because they've already figured out. They've already got the cameras edited with AI footage of you going and doing the thing that they said that you did. And you have no footage proving that they didn't. So now you need wisdom to discern and find out what's going on. This is why you need to keep the commands, because you need wisdom to be able to, when they're plotting against you, listen to the spirit, and the spirit will tell you to do within that plot to save your life. Mind you, your life is in danger. We ain't talking about just the existence of a damn dragon or not, or the existence of a damn God or not, or the rightness of being in a certain place and whether they can deport this person or that person. We're not talking about right and wrong here. We're talking about your life, your actual human life.
Just a future.
Gone. Nah, we're not talking about Minority Report. Although that does show a little inkling of how deep the plots go of these demons against people. It does show the levels of plotting that they will do, because they already hear the decrees given out in heaven. And when the demons go up there, they listen and they fall back to earth. They know now what's gonna be called upon. They know who's gonna do what. They know who's gonna go where. They know what stuff, because it's already been, the mission has already been given. So now they can ear hustle, tell their psychic mediums, tell their witches, tell their sorcerers, tell their warlocks, "Hey, look, you about to come and do this thing. Hey, look, this thing about to happen. So you need to listen to me, because I told you that your mama was gonna unalive in 3 days. So now you need to get rid of your nephew. Because now you need to trust me. Trust me." That's what the demon gonna be saying.
Khan, I'm back, Jack.
All right. So continue.
Yes, sir. So verse 12, they were thinking, hence their confidence, of a secret entrance which they had made under the table, by which they came in daily and took the offerings away. When the priests had gone and the king had set out the food for Bel, Daniel made his servants bring ashes and spread them all over the temple floor, with no other witness than the king.
So pause right there. You see the cleverness now. He's setting a trap for them. He is setting a trap for them to find out, hey man, These motherfuckers are too confident. They're like, oh, just do this and do that. And like, put this out. They've already figured out how they're going to prove that they're not lying and he's the one that's lying. But because he has the spirit of wisdom in him, he's plotting and already knowing what needs to be done. He didn't know exactly that place had a thing underneath it. He didn't know that. That was the spirit of wisdom telling him what to do. And so there might be times when you were literally just told to do some random ass thing. Like get up, walk over here, stand here for 5 minutes. Then pause. Then go up the mountain. Dig down right here. Stop. Dig down right here. You might not be knowing that the spirit is sending you to a well, or to some yam, or to some sweet potato, or something like that, so that you could be able to live. Or there's a trap door that was put in there from 500 years ago that you can go and hide when the soldiers come. You're gonna have to be obedient.
Khan. Facts.
You won't even know why you're sent to that place. But in your obedience, you will not have to sacrifice, because obedience is better than sacrifice.
Remember Abraham, because of his faith, his obedience, the man walked without knowing where he was going from.
Come on. So now continue out.
Sure. Then they left the building, shut the door, and sealing it with the king's seal, went away. That night, as usual, the priests came with their wives and children. They ate and drank everything. The king was up very early next morning. So was Daniel. Daniel said, the king, are the seals intact? They are intact, O king, he replied. The king then opened the door, and taking one look at the table, he exclaimed, you are great, O Bel. There is no deception in you. But Daniel laughed.
Yeah, it's a pause right there. Pause. This nigga opens up, sees it gone, automatically believes. Oh, you're so great. There's no deception in you. So do you think it's going to believe the signs that the other people give? When these other demons show signs and wonders, people are going to believe them because they want to believe them. Mind you, he saw the ashes being put down. He didn't even check. The other thing I want to point out is that they both got up early in the morning. All right? When wars are being fought and plots are being taken out, a lot of times things are being carried out early in the morning, so you need to be a night watchman a lot of times. That's why sometimes you'll notice that the Most High will just wake you up randomly, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning before you normally would get up. All right, listen to that. Get up, search to see. Search your household, search the spirit, find out, hey, what is it that you woke me up for? And then go where he tells you to go. Sometimes he'll tell me to go to TikTok. Sometimes he'll tell me to go open a book. Sometimes he'll tell me to just sit there and just listen. All right? Whenever he tells you to do that and he wakes you up like that, make sure you listen, because you might not know. There might be enemies coming up your encampment. There might be enemies coming up in your house. There might be enemies coming in your room. They might be visible and they might be invisible, but you need to be up and aware. So when they wake you up, don't hit the snooze button. Go ahead, Brando.
So, I woke up in the middle of the night. I'd say about 3, right? But right when I was opening my eyes, I feel it was my comforter, right? It was something pulling the sheets off my comforter, bro. And right when I woke up, it stopped.
Yep.
I was like, what in the world, bro? And it made me realize that when you wake up at times like this, it's definitely for a reason.
Con, do you know who that was pulling the comforters off?
I was like 16 at the time. When I do believe it was a succubus. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, that was Orneus. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling your comforter, especially at 16, because around those times, people get a lot of wet dreams because you got girls that you like. And you fantasize about them, have a dream about them. You ever been sleeping and you finally get to smash that girl? Yeah, you smashing Orneus, homie. That's who it is. Right? So every now and then, Most High, hey, wake your butt up, homie. Wake up, nigga. Like, wake up. Something's in your bed. All right? Set that alarm off. Those people that got the house is on fire. They didn't smell the smoke. Boom. They wake up though. Then all of a sudden later they will open the door, they go out, then they smell the smoke. It was an angel that woke them up. These are miracles. Because what would make you wake up in that very moment? Had to be an angel to wake you up. Hey, get your butt up. It's the enemy in the house, homie. Wake up. All right, so you guys got to be on guard. Be willing to be on guard. Night watchman, day watchman, evening watchman, morning watchman. Be a watchman at all times, because you never know when the enemy is going to actually try and infiltrate. Please continue, Mal.
Khan. But Daniel laughed, and restraining the king from going further in, he said, "Look at the floor and examine these footprints. I can see footprints of men, of women, and of children," said the king, and angrily ordered the priests to be arrested with their wives and children. They showed him then the secret door through which they used to come and remove what was on the table. The king had them put to death and handed Bel over to Daniel, who destroyed both the idol and its temple. So Daniel kills the dragon. Go ahead, John.
Pause. Right? We're seeing that this man just proved that these niggas was lying. Now, we would think, of course, you know, or like, would you think, Mal or Brando or anybody in congregation, would you think that once he proved that, then he would repent and now follow the Most High? He just proved that his whole priests were all lying. You think he'd be like, dang, let me follow your God. What do your God do? Let me do what you're doing. You think they're gonna listen at that point, even though you proved them wrong? You think they're gonna repent?
No, majority won't.
The majority will not. Some might, very few, but the majority won't. So don't expect it and don't get your feelings hurt when it doesn't happen the way that you wanted it to. The Most High has prepared his vessels of mercy beforehand, and his vessels of wrath fit for destruction beforehand. There's nothing that we can do about who they are. Whatever side they on is whatever side they on.
You already know in the book earlier, I think it's Additions to Esther, about Mordecai and him saying who has resisted the will of the Most High, like in Romans 9 and 18, I think.
Khan.
People get it twisted that there is free will, that you can go against the will of the Most High. Like they're crazy.
You can't. You can't. The boss gonna have you do what the boss gonna have you do. Nothing you can do about it.
Even the demons do what the angels say.
Khan. And they still gonna burn.
Still fear the Most High. They tremble.
Yep. So now, we should think that should be the end of the story, right? That should be the end of the story. Like, oh, we proved that Bel is fake. Hey, look, we proved that you don't need pills. You can just take herbs. Look, grandma walking. Then they gonna repent then? Oh, okay, well, damn, cool. Tell me more. What else should I be doing? Don't count on it. Don't count on it. Because even though a man rose from the dead, namely Lazarus, people still didn't believe. That's Luke 16 right there. Continue.
So context changes. Daniel kills the dragon.
There we go.
Verse
now
23.
we in the fantasy part.
Khan. Verse 23. There was a big dragon in Babylon, and this was worshipped too. The king said to Daniel, "You are not going to tell me that this is no more than bronze."
So he's like, hey, yeah, I got rid of them, but what about this nigga right here? What about this time? What about when my mama went out and she said she was gonna get me food and then she got in a car accident? Huh? What about then? Where was your God then? Trust believe. It don't matter what you say. If the Most High don't want them, ain't a word that you can be able to utter that's gonna make them repent. Go ahead,
Khan. Look, so you are not going to tell me that this is no more than bronze. Look, it is alive. It eats and drinks. You cannot deny that this is a living God. Worship it then. Daniel replied, I worship Yahweh, my Allah, my God. He is a living Allah, He is a living God. With your permission, O king, without using either sword or club, I will kill this serpent. You have
so pause right there. There'll be times that you'll be in bondage and you will not have any weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have a sword or anything. You're going to have to use wisdom to beat your enemies. Wisdom is what's going to be needed for you to survive. It's going to talk to you and tell you what to do. Because you can't say, I'm going to use knives. You never fought a damn, you know this damn dragon exists. How are you going to fight it without, it's got scales? What you going to do? You're going to have to outsmart it with wisdom.
Upon Daniel took some pitch and boiled them up together, rolled the mix and fed them to the dragon. The dragon swallowed them and burst. Daniel
Pause right there. So now took some tar, pitch, some hair, and some fat. Fats to make it smell good. Ooh, that smell good. And that hair thickens it up. All right. And then, of course, the pitch itself gums up the works. And then he got unalive. Continue, please.
Daniel said, now look at the sort of thing you worship. We're in the bell and the dragon.
Apocryphal Daniel chapter 14, verse, where are we at? 24? 28.
28, yeah.
Yeah, 28. Or if you're in Jerusalem Bible, you're just in, because you're cheating. You're just in a Jerusalem Bible and you're in chapter 14, 28.
Khan. The Babylonians were furious when they heard about this and began intriguing against the king. The king has turned Jew, they said. He has allowed Bel to be overthrown.
So pause right there. So now the person that you needed to convince to stay alive, finally, like, okay, cool. All right, I see that you're not wrong. You think it's gonna end? It will not. Because you're not wrestling against people. Just because that person is now not listening to the masses, and that one person who's a king, by the way, the warden or the CEO, now that you got him on your side, you think that you're safe? No, because then all the rest of the people gonna go against them and be like, nigga, if you don't give us him, we gonna go after you. Remember, the king is just a king. He's just a person. Now, they may have some great power, but they know that they're still man. So if they're their compatriots, if they're soldiers, if they're whoever threatens them, and it says us or you, yeah, he gonna choose them. He gonna choose himself. He's not gonna choose you. Continue.
Khan, the king has turned Jew, they said. He has allowed Bel to be overthrown and the dragon to be killed. And he has put the priests to death. So they went to the king and said, hand Daniel over to us, or else we will kill you and your family. They pressed him so hard that the king found himself forced to hand Daniel over to them.
Mind you, that was his homie. But his homie delivered him up to the councils. As prophesied in Matthew. Continue, Ak.
Khan, the context changes Daniel in the lion pit.
There we go.
Verse 31 to 42. They threw Daniel into the lion pit. And there he stayed for 6 days. In the pit were 7 lions, which were given 2 human bodies and 2 sheep every day.
So pause right there. These things are conditioned to eating humans now. Because they know they're not supposed to actually eat humans. But now they've been conditioned to eating humans.
That reminds me of something. You know how in mythology the giants would eat the people when you read this little fairy tale stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's exactly what they be talking about. The Nephilim.
Yeah, they do eat us.
Yeah.
All right, so this... Go ahead.
But for this period, they were not given anything to make sure they would eat Daniel.
So they plotted so hard that they starved them and then send them to you or send you to them. That's what they're going to do. So that even if they wanted to, they'd be like, nah, I ain't doing it in a while. I've been fiending. So let's pause right here to find out we're doing the truth. This is Daniel 6:16 through 23. And I'll just read it so you can keep your place right there. This is Daniel in the lion's den. Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake unto Daniel, thy Al-Hayam, whom thou servest, stone was brought and laid open upon the mouth of the den. And the king sealed it with his own signet and with the signet of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. Then the king went to his palace and passed the night fasting. Neither were instruments of music brought before him, and he slept from him. Then the king arose very early in the morning and went into the haste of the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said unto Daniel, O Daniel, servant to the living Al-Hayam, is thy Al-Hayam whom thou servest continually, able to deliver Daniel unto the king. O king, live forever. My Al-Hayam hath sent his angel and hath shut the lions' mouths, and they have not hurt me, for as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt. Then was the king exceeding glad for him, and commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner of hurt was found upon him, because he believed in his Al-Hayam. This one shows that he went into him for a night. But as we go further, that night that he couldn't sleep, that wasn't just one night. So continue, go back, and you continue reading up.
So verse 33. Now the prophet Habakkuk was in Judea. He had been making a stew and breaking up bread small to put in a basket. he was on his way to the fields, taking this to the harvesters. Salah, taking this to the harvesters. When the angel of Yahweh spoke to him, take the meal you are carrying to Babylon and give.
Pause. So this is where some of you might fall into the category of the messenger or the prophet. You might not be the one that's in danger. Somebody else might be in danger. You might be all good. And then they'll tell you a message to go and help somebody. Go and do something. Go and do this. Go and do that. Call this person. Call that. Do this. Donate this. Go over here. Keep that. Grab this. And it's going to be up to your obedience to be able to serve and save that other brethren or sister. Right? It'll be a moment for you to be called into it. Okay? That's where we can go into the space of like, okay, sometimes you're going to be the one that's helped and sometimes you're going to be the helper. So you got to be, you need wisdom for both of them, because you also got to be willing to follow that crazy command that's get up, go into the middle of the city, you know, bring this food and stand on this corner.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, wait, what? I ain't even never been to that city. You want me to go there? So continue now. Watch this miracle. So, oh, by the way, we notice Daniel didn't just stay in the lion's den chilling for no and make it by nothing. There was an angel that went there and stopped the mouths of the lion being opened. He shut their mouths.
They were just sitting and chilling like some cats in the yard.
Yeah. So that is a miracle that happened because of angels. An angel came. Now we're going to see something else cool, but continue.
Can't. All right. Replied Habakkuk, I know nothing about this pit. The angel of Yahweh seized his head and carried him off by the hair to Babylon, where, with a great thrust of his spirit, he set Habakkuk down on the edge of the pit. Salah.
Bro, how cool is that?
Yo, man,
how fucking cool is that,
bro?
Bro, you gotta read that again, bro. Read that again. People gotta get like people aren't really getting it. Like, wait, what? Hold on, wait. So this thing's over here. He's like, hey, I don't know how to go there. I don't know the way. GPS ain't working. All right, don't worry, I got you. Go ahead.
God, the verse 36. The angel of Yahweh seized his head, and he carried him off by the hair to Babylon, where, with a great thrust of his spirit, he set Habakkuk down on the edge of the pit.
Oh, so, and I'm going to read my version as well.
Khan.
So mine says, then the messenger of Yahweh took the crown and lifted him up by the hair of his head, and with the blast of his breath, set him in Babylon over the den. So he basically did that, like, he did like this. He took him, hold on, let's see if I grab something. Look, he took him, grabbed him by his head, picked him up, and said, boom, transported that dude from where he was over. So, bro, he was flying.
Yo.
Flying like Superman through the air. Foof. And set him down.
Right there.
Right at the edge of the pit.
Khan. Yo.
Like, bro, first of all, you don't even know where you're going. You're like, hey, I don't know where to go. He ain't say no. He was like, hey, I just don't know where am I supposed to go? Don't worry, I got you. You're lifted up by your hair. Zoop. Picked up. Zoop. And then foof. Like teleported, basically. Flying through the air, bro.
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'll also show with the blast of his breath, set him in Babylon over the den. So we're gonna pause here, right? And let's go to Ezekiel 8:3.
Cool.
We're gonna see the same process happening. Come on, Josiah.
Ezekiel chapter 8 and verse 3. He stretched out what seemed to be a hand and took me by the hair. And the Spirit lifted me into the air and, in visions from God, took me to Jerusalem, to the entrance of the inner north gate, where the idol of jealousy stands, provoking jealousy.
So pause right there. So we're seeing both times there are idols going on.
Khan, this gives me
Idol worship
footnotes
is
about
happening,
it,
bro.
Jack.
Huh?
You want me to read the footnote?
Yes, please. Yes, please. I didn't even know you had some in there. Because I got a couple precepts in there. Go ahead.
It says, perhaps the statue of Astarte Ishtar, set up by Manasseh, 2 Kings 21:7, which would rouse the jealousy of Yahweh.
There you go. So remember, we got Bel, which is Baal, Marduk, right? And you have a person standing for the truth, and you have a miracle, right? Because those are our adversaries: Baal, Marduk, Chayun, Moloch, Hashatan, Ishtar, Astarte, Isis, Osiris, Ptah, Seth, Thor, Odin, Ganesh, Krishna, Nimrod, Gilgamesh, Poseidon, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Ares, Zeus, Baphomet, all these bitch ass niggas. Somebody's doing something, worshiping them. The Most High gets jealous and he sends an angel to do something miraculous. Because they're being adversaries against you. Because who is that? Egypt, India, Ishmael, Rome, England, Portugal, Denmark, Sweden, Russia, America, Mayans, Aztecs, Chinese, Japanese, Ham, Africans, Yoruba, Swahili, Afrikaans, Dutch. All of these people are your enemies. But what's possessing them are your adversaries. Spirits. That's why I think it's so dumb. There's dudes on here talking about, yeah, let's go and fight against Esau. Nigga, you can't unalive no angel with no pew-pew. With no sword. All you're gonna be doing is unaliving the human, and that spirit gonna jump into another one. Are you gonna go around unaliving the entire earth?
They probably won't even get to unalive the damn human.
Of course not. They might unalive 2 or 3. They say, you know what? Push the button, bro. Push the button, homie. And they drop their arrows that scatter men to dash men to pieces, which are missiles, like they did to them people. Them two. What do you call them? The 2 fishermen off of St. Vincent the other day, a couple days ago, on the 17th, I think.
Khan.
They sent the missile to 2 St. Lucian fishermen in St. Vincent waters. They suspected them of selling drugs. Now, does it matter that that's not a punishable by unaliving crime? It don't matter. Esau gonna do what Esau gonna do. They could push a button sitting in their room. They don't even gotta leave their house, bro. They could push a button from a controller like a video game. Take your whole existence out. Take your whole neighborhood out. They don't care about life. And you want to go and fight them? Good luck, nigga. If I don't have angels with me, it says the enemies will go before you. Not you go before the damn enemies. Dummies. Like you and your army gonna bust some heads enough. If you bust enough heads, they gonna drop them missiles on you, bro. So y'all don't be following people like what's his name? Yaikab is one of the guys named Yaikab trying to tell people like trying to mass a little army together. Like nigga, shut your bitch up. Man, look, first of all, I'll tell you what, this is what I do. Fight me, nigga. Fight me. Fight me. Like if you could beat me, then take the rest of these people. That's what I would do. Fight me, homie. You and me, one-on-one. And if you can't whoop me, then the rest of these niggas, y'all go back to following the commands and wait for Hamashiach. Be obedient. Mm-hmm. Now to talk about live visibility restricted. I don't give a damn. Fight me. I'm gonna say it again. I already got 2 strikes anyway. Fight me. Why? Because if you can't take me out, you ain't no way you're gonna be able to take out 5, 10 of them soldiers from Esau. Mm-hmm. You don't even have enough ammo to go up against them.
Freaking super soldiers from that. I heard some of them are in contact with Nephilims. Damn
they
demons.
Are. They're possessed.
That know how many different languages. I heard about. What's that damn called? You ever watch Shannara Chronicles, Jack?
Which one?
The Druids. They have contacts with Druids and some damn all type of shit, man. You gonna fight them.
Listen. They have all of the Nephilim technology at their fingertips that you could use at any given time. They could use that against you at any given time. They could sit inside a house, not even have to leave. They got exoskeletons. They got all kind of stuff, and they got numbers. And they have the will. Last time we tried to go and fight on our own, what happened? We scattered. We ran out. And this is in the midst of us whooping everybody else. We went into AI, and niggas was scared. They was running. They, oh, there's not that many people in there. We can go in there. Oh, there's not that many. Don't send everybody in there. We ran running like they got too overconfident, thinking that they can do it. Like just because we've been flawless victory and everybody before that, they're not realizing, nigga, it's not you. It's the angels.
Khan.
Oh, Shannara Chronicles.
Yeah, you ever watch that, Jack?
Yeah, I think so. It was they had like a bunch of elves and stuff like that, right?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and that black ooze came out, and like it was like a black ooze demon or something like that. That was that they were trying to release.
Khan. Yeah, that's a crazy movie, man. A series. I think
I remember that,
seasons.
bro. And they had the one the black. There was a black woman too. There was like a black queen and her daughter or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Khan.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
And they had that whole demon that was inside that pit that they had locked away for however long. Nigga.
Yeah.
I remember watching this like, oh, I know who that is in that pit.
Yeah. Shannara Chronicles. Full of damn demons, man.
Full of, bro, it was nothing but, and that thing was coming out, and it had that one tree, that tree of life. Remember that tree of life?
Yeah.
And then it was getting sick because it was affected by that spirit.
Yes, and then the druid woke up. The one with the tattoos that glowed and all type of, yeah.
Khan. They know the truth. They tell it to us right in our face. But niggas don't be listening because they don't have the eyes to see. So today's training is to teach y'all, stop looking at the person, look for the spirit that's in the person. You're going to see the same precepts carrying out. They're going to hear the truth. They're going to reject it. They're going to be shown the truth, proven the truth, and then they're still going to reject it. And then they're going to be proven wrong again, and then they're going to come after you to take you out of the game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understand? They're going to come after, they're going to come after you. Don't think that these niggas going, because here's the thing, if they repent, they would be going against the Most High's decree. See, they made their own decree against us, but the Most High has already made a decree against them. So if they repent, then that means the Most High can be changed? No, he don't change. So he made them as vessels of destruction. They're going to be destroyed.
Yes, sir. Khan, but family, we have to be prepared to lose our lives. Remember, Mashiach told us that. You have to give up your life for
God,
his sake. Are you not worthy of him?
God. Because remember, Daniel did not fight the king.
Khan.
And he didn't fight the people. How was Daniel by himself going to take them thousands of people that going against him? You're not going to do that by yourself. Because remember, we were in bondage during that time.
Yes, sir.
It's not like we had the whole army that we can mass together, get a whole bunch of Benjamites and go out and Most High got angels. No, we were in punishment. So not just because you're in punishment doesn't mean that you can't be saved, right? Because he was saved, but an angel held them lions' mouths shut.
Mm-hmm.
And your homie from the other side can't stop you because they're going to be trying to value their life.
Khan, a part of the curses say that when we go to the war, we're going to flee before our enemies 7 ways.
7 ways.
Yep.
So it's like, bro, in reality, we know who these people are. We know who that the enemies are in the people. Black people, white people, Chinese people, Spanish people, African people, Indian people, European people, and your fathers and your aunties and your uncles and your cousins.
Khan.
And your kids and your husband. They are your enemies. Y'all need to inside them.
I can see it, fam.
All praises.
Cause when you correct people, you just watch the reaction, fam.
Against it. So they try to give you excuses. Understand who they are. Like I don't expect anyone to do righteous. So that I am pleasantly surprised when they actually do. You understand?
Yes, sir.
It's like, oh, you actually repented. You came back. Okay, all praises. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
And what it also does is it helps me not hold a grudge. You know what I'm saying?
Khan.
It helps me not hold a grudge. I'm like, I'm not thinking about you, bro. Once I write you off, I'm not thinking about you. So when you come back and be like, oh, I repent. Oh, okay, all praises. Come on back in. But until then, nigga, you don't exist to me. Like, I don't care about you. I don't care. I don't care enough to cause me to reflect on you over and over and over and over. My mind might try to reflect on you, but then when it comes back in, I throw it away. Like, I don't care about that, bro. I'm not thinking about that. Just throw it away. This stupid person, this idiot, this Jezebel, this witch, this warlock, whatever, man.
Khan.
Ain't nothing I can do about it. It gives you peace because it's like there's nothing like, hey, you did your job as a watchman. The only thing that makes me afraid is if somebody do something and I don't warn them, I don't tell them something. Then I'm like, ooh, damn, I'm on the hook now because if they get in trouble and I didn't tell them, you need to stop doing that. Then I'm on the hook. It's on me. That's Ezekiel 3:18 and Ezekiel 33. So, and why are people indifferent? Because the Most High gave them a strong delusion so that they will turn their ears away from hearing the Most High. And their prayers even will also be an abomination. He gave them that strong delusion. That's why they're indifferent. Because Most High did not put the yearning for him in their hearts. When he designed them to be cast away from him, to be led astray from him by demons. You just don't know who it is. You can't look at a person and know. You don't know. Yes, sir.
So the word evil in the Lashawan Kadash, the Holy Tongue, is it Rai or Ra? Or
Ra. Wait, hold on. Which one? Which one though? Hold on. Reish Ayin, right? It's Ra'ai.
It's Ra'ai?
Actually, let me double check. Hold on. Let me double check. Because I did read it 2 days ago, actually. Specifically that word.
So it's
I think it's Reish Ayin. Where you see it?
Because so it's 2 letters. It's the Ra and then the I. So I'm wondering if
it's so it's Ra'ai. It's either Ra'ai. It's either Ra'ai or Rai.
All right. Okay. Because I'm making a prayer in the Hebrew tongue. I made one
Yeah.
before, but I realized that I made a few mistakes, so I'm correcting it.
Yeah, so it's most likely going to be I or Rye.
Khan.
Right? I don't know 100% which one of it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know all of the rules for when you say the last letter or the word in it. I don't
Yes,
know
sir.
all. I don't know all the conjugation rules